Hello friends, welcome to InfoStree channel. Today again we came to discuss some 20 important chemistry interview questions and answers. So let's see one by one. Um, First our question is Beer-Lambert's law. Always and in a degree and in a MSc also we learned that Beer-Lambert's law. But if suddenly the interviewer asks, means we need to answer him in this way. So Beer-Lambert's law definition is Beer-Lambert's law state that absorbance of a solution is directly proportional to the concentration of the absorbing species and the path length of the cell. So the Beer-Lambert's law just states the definition and equation is like this: A is equal to ECl. Here A is the absorbance and E is a molar absorptivity and C is the concentration of the solution and L is a path length of the cuvette, okay, which cuvette is used in UV spectroscopy or UV spectrometer. That way. And this Beer-Lambert's law applications also they may ask, that is applications are assay of drugs, impurity analysis, calibration of a curve, preparation, routine UV analysis. Okay, so let's see the second question. Here, what is the difference between organic and inorganic chemistry? Organic chemistry is a study of carbon compounds, and inorganic chemistry is a study of compounds without a carbon, which we can study the carbon without a we can study the compounds without a carbon, that is called a inorganic chemistry. And you have somebody's will do the specialization also in this. So let's go to the third question, that is what is chromatography? Chromatography, you heard that word in our degree and in PG section always, that is chromatography is a technique used to separate as component of a mixture based on their movement through the stationary phase. Okay, there are so many types of chromatography, like gas chromatography, liquid chromatography, and thin layer chromatography, and so on. So let's go to the fourth question, that is what is catalyst? Catalyst is a catalyst increase the rate of chemical reaction without being a consumed or without unchanged. So that is a catalyst. And fifth question is what is oxidation and reduction? Here oxidation is a loss of electrons and reduction is a gain of electrons. So this reaction always occurs together. Oxidation and reductions will react in together. Okay, what is molarity? Molarity is a number of moles of a solute per liter of a solution. In 1 liter, how much moles of a solute you have to add, that it studies the molarity. Okay. So the seventh question is what is coordination number? Answer, it is the number of ligands atoms directly bonded central metal ions. And explain the principle of HPLC. Here in every industries, so many way they will use the HPLC, but they will not ask about machinery, because we in a most of college we don't have a HPLC machine. So just they ask the theoretically we have to answer for him what is HPLC or what is the principle of HPLC. So for that HPLC separates the compounds based on interaction between a mobile phase and stationary phase under a high pressure. So this much is enough to say for them for in an interview. So our ninth question is what is principle of UV visible spectroscopy? Mm, what is the principle of UV visible spectroscopy? The principle of UV visible spectroscopy is it is based on electronic transition of a molecules when they absorb UV or visible light. Okay, so let's go to the 10th question. Here, this is an important question and it's a basic question for all. Like what are acids, base, and salts? We also learned that like Lewis acid and so on. So for that, just in a simple way, we can say that acid is a acid which release a H plus ions, and base release a OH minus ions. Okay, salts are the formed from a reaction between acids and base. You can see the examples of acid like a HCl, like a hydrochloric acid, and this is the reaction of a HCl. In the same way, base example is like a sodium hydroxide, NaOH, and salt examples like a sodium chloride. We have said like this here, acid and base. So in this way, um, NaCl is a salt. Okay, let's go to the next question. That here our 11th question is what is chrome 4 and exochrome. Here, chrome 4 is responsible for a color absorption, and oxochrome is a enhance absorb intensity. It enhances the intensity of absorption. Okay. So our 12th question is explain Gibbs free energy and spontaneity. Gibbs free energy is a reaction is spontaneous, where delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. Here delta G is a Gibbs free energy and delta H is a enthalpy change and T is the temperature and delta S is an entropy change. Okay, let's go to the 13th question. What are primary and secondary standards? Here, answer is primary standards highly pure stable substances. Primary primary standards is a highly pure stable substances, and secondary standards is a standardized using a primary standards. Okay, let's go to the 14th question. Explain a crystal field theory. We also learned in a degree about crystal field theory. So, if in a simple way, we can say that crystal field theory is explained splitting a d orbital in a transition metal complexes due to ligands interaction. Okay, that is important question for that. And 15th question is what is green chemistry, which is related to industry. So green chemistry focuses on reducing hazardous substances and developing an environmentally friendly process like which environment friendly chemicals we use to uh, do our productions. So for in that way green chemistry use. Okay, so 16th question is what is concentration? Name common units used in a industry. Okay, concentration, you can see this word in every time. Concentration is a amount of solute present in the given amount of a solution. Yes, like we taken a 100 ml of water, we add a 2 gram of our salt. So uh, our concentration is 2 gram. So in this way, like common industrial units are ppm, parts per million, and weight and volume. So in this way, let's go to the 17th question. Yes, our 17th question is what is titration endpoint? Here point answer is point at which indicator changes color indicating reaction completion. Here it means like we use in our laboratory for a titration like uh, which turns colorless to pale pink or pale pink to colorless. So in this way what the color will changes no, that is called a titration endpoint. Okay, let's go to the 18th question. What is moisture content? Moisture content is a very important question for a industrial purpose. For some raw materials or for some samples, we have to see the moisture content of that sample. So the answer is amount of water present in a sample. Okay. What is moisture means? Amount of water present in a sample. That sample which how much of amount of water it's contained, uh, that is called moisture content. So usually measured by KF method. Here KF method means what? Here KF method means 19th question is continue that. What is Fisher titration? Here curl Fisher titration is method used to determination of a water content. Here they ask like what is KF titration, or what is a how to measure the moisture content. So answer is curl Fisher titration is method used to determination of a water content. Here our last question is 20th question, that is in every industry they will ask like how does MSc chemistry helps in the industry. So our answer should be MSc chemistry develop a analytical skill, program solving ability, lab expertise and quality awareness required in the industry. In a simple way we can say that our MSc is in our MSc we learnt our how to analyze analyze the situations, how to solve the problems, and how lab will work. So we have to how to maintain our good lab practices. So how much type of quantity we can, how much quantity we have to take. So this all things we learned in our MSc, so that will help to our industry work, we have to say in this way. Okay, these are the 20 important chemistry interview questions and answers. So I hope it will be helpful for your interview, and also all the best for your interview. Thank you for watching, and subscribe and keep watching our channel InfoShree. Thank you.